Hey, what's up guys? Sir Emanon here, back with another episode of Road to 1000 Dueling Book Rating. I apologize, this is going up a bit late in the evening for most of you guys, or maybe it might be morning for some of you who might be in Europe or other parts of the world, but I'm recording this Friday night at my time, which is Eastern Standard Time, because I spent the entire day traveling, and I had a pit stop as well to the International Tennis Hall of Fame, which is pretty cool. I am a pretty I would say more so now a casual fan of the game of tennis, but like I played it more avidly when I was a kid, and I still like enjoy the game a lot. But anyways, that being aside, here I am playing the Lunalight Pendulum build up against Sky Striker today, and strap in because it is going to be quite a long and drawn out match from what I can remember. I didn't actually sit down and watch the match beforehand. Like sometimes I like to do that before I record, just so that I can sort of have better talking points and know what to expect. But right now, I literally just got home and I am a little bit tired just because of a lot of traveling. But regardless, I'm going to, put out this commentary for you guys. I apologize if it's a little bit slow as far as me kind of trying to, I guess, mentally catch up with what is happening with the game and everything. But anyways, yeah, so this hand is not really the greatest. I have a couple of lines of play that I can choose to do. I drew the time gazer alongside chronograph, which sucks, so like I don't have a great play with like electromite. So like what I could do in theory is like I could maybe go like chrono special time gazer and like goods to search, like I don't know, a tiger maybe, and make electromite, but that doesn't seem that good because then I don't really have Collider Check. My other option is to go and do what I did here, which was goods to search a emerald bird. Yeah, I would actually run out of cards if I pitched anything off the perfume besides Martin. So what I probably should have done actually was preserve my normal summon. I probably should have just sent Serenade Dance and summoned the Emerald Bird from the deck instead. Probably would have been more efficient, but yeah, because now I draw the Collider Trick anyway. So if I had special summoned the Emerald Bird off the perfume, off the Serenade Dance, that would have been nice. I guess my thought though was like I wanted to pitch the Smart and get value out of it anyway. So I mean, that was like the idea there, but without a reliable way to get out of the hand, it was kind of rough. So this hand was pretty awkward. I decided to actually just go ahead and pass. It's not great, but I don't really have a good play. So like my play would have been maybe, actually no, I did have a play here. I could have like chronographed special time gazer. I could have gone like barricade to pitch the Serenade Dance that I've set, and then I could have go like Serenade a special guy and then like proceed from there. The problem was I just didn't have Tiger access or anything. I just didn't really have many good plays. So yeah, like this is like not a very good hand, and I could have maybe played it a little bit differently, but luckily we're against Striker and it's fine. So yeah, he goes and uses Area Zero and is evenly matched, I believe. So like he's obviously on a blind second build because he's playing Mystic Mime. I'm sorry that my commentary is really bad right now. Like I am once again pretty tired. He does it and he grabs a ray off of it, so he has now a play starter. Setting the Serenade Dance maybe was a mistake, but yeah, we go ahead and take the damage from Hayate. He goes ahead and sends a copy of Jamming Wave, I think just to get another spell. So he's probably like, he probably realizes that I bricked, so I think he's just trying to play the slow game, like with just stockpile engage more. So yeah, we do draw the best card for turn though, so that's pretty good. We know summon Collider Check, we send Martin of course, and then Scale Tiger to try and bring back the Collider, or bring back the Martin. He doesn't use his Shark Cannon that he has set. He drew a Shark Cannon earlier. So right now I use a Tornado Dragon, and I pop his set Shark Cannon, and he uses the Shark Cannon on my Martin. I didn't attach the Martin, so it could have been bad if I didn't have a way to like link away this Tornado Dragon, but luckily I do in the form of this in this Chronograph Sorcerer, which is not ideal that I have to Chrono for a time gazer in my hand, but I didn't have any other play. So yeah, go into Barricade, I believe. Oh no, I think I switched back to Beat Cop. Like I've been like back and forth on it. Just because like the arrow sometimes really does come up or do come up, but I still think generally speaking Barricade board blocker is better, but I do miss the arrow sometimes. So that's like still something I'm trying to test around with. Yeah, we're luckily in a matchup where it doesn't matter that we really passed basically on just nothing turn one. If we're against like Salamangreat, we basically lose. If we're against Orcus, we'll have a harder time, but this is probably the best match we could have asked for as far as like me breaking. So Emerald gets back the banished Martin from Short Cannon, which is pretty good, and I have another Martin in grave anyway. So I go Azathoth. I already used Martin, I believe, this turn. Yeah, I did. So I actually don't really have too much to do. I just decided to cut off his Ray. Just because like I want his engage to like have to grab a Ray basically. So he goes ahead and he draws. He doesn't use Mystic Mine, I don't believe. Yeah, he just goes engage for multi-roll, and then yeah, he has 3 spells in grave because of the short cannon. So yeah, he can send area 0 to grab Ray, and he has another area 0, so he can like area tag out Ray, and then I think from this position we have like lost control of the game. We weren't able to really put up anything super threatening. This is one of those cases. I think this is like one of the reasons. Actually, no, I think this is before I even like initially switched to Barricade board blocker to begin with. Yeah, because this is like one of the reasons why I wanted to switch back, because I couldn't make Curious here, and that was the big thing because I have 2 Fiends. So like if this is Barricade, then I can make Curious. And, like it wouldn't have been like great, I don't think, because like I would have had to invest pretty much my entire board into it, but it would have at least given me something like as far as maybe like a Zephyrs or a way to just make a rank 4. Like it would have made his multi-wheel play a lot more awkward. But anyway, yeah, we basically lose from this position. I don't think we have a way to like actually come back. I think he contemplates Shark Cannoning my Emerald Bird, but he just doesn't bother with it. He kills my Beat Cop, and yeah, he goes Shizuku, and he like sets a bunch off of multi-roll. So I mean, he's also Ash in hand, so basically I know we pretty much lose here, and I think I lose when he ashes my next play. Yeah, so I draw another Tiger, which is pretty nice. I guess Cosmic for it anyway, but yeah, I decided to go 4-6 to ashes, and I decided I think pack it up after that. I think as soon as he reveals Cosmic or no. Okay, wait, I have no idea what happened. Oh, okay, so he went to use Martin's effect, and then he Shark Cannoned it. I think it went Tiger effect to special summon Chick, then he went Shark Cannon on that, and then I went Martin to target Tiger, and he Shark Cannons to Martin. So like what happens there actually is that Martin's effect is to return the targeted Lunalight card to your hand first, and then special. And if you do special it, so even if you get Shark Cannon or DD Crowed or whatever, you actually get to bounce Tiger still. That's an important ruling to be able to be aware of. But yeah, we've effectively lost from this position. I don't know why he didn't just Cosmic me immediately. Like that would have literally been game. He basically just wasted 2 Shark Cannons. But yeah, that spells the end of the game for us. We can't come back from that. Yeah. So an unfortunate break game 1. And we're going to still go first game 2, even though we saw the main deck evenly. I don't care. I want to go first, because I can play around evenly if you know, I open the right cards. So we open like basically the full Lunalight package, and we're able to really pop off here. So we go Nyarla, and then he drops Lancia right away, and I'm like, okay, I'm not playing a build that banishes that much, but the cards in my hand do want to be banished, like, you know, quite significantly, which definitely hurts. So I have to go Chrono into a Time Gazer, and then I believe I make the Beak Hop again, which would be Barricade Borg, but you know. I use Martin, and then I use, let's see. I'm trying to think at this point, like, how big of a board I can actually make. Because the problem is that I am not really able to do a whole lot because my Perfume and Serenade Dance are sort of just locked. So I go into a Forest Tricks and search a Zephyros. And I think right now I'm just trying to play around evenly, so I pass, thinking like, okay, he can't really kill me anyway, so he has to open like extremely well. So he has Ray, he goes and tags out into Hayate, and then he sends a copy of Area Zero, I believe. Yeah, good, I remember that. Alright, and then he goes Shizuku to search engage. He sets double there can be only one and a short cannon. So it's pretty meaningful interaction. And unfortunately the replay system still isn't showing like when you have her set spells and traps, which is unfortunate, but what can you do? So yeah, he Lancias me again, which again sucks because I still wanna, you know, I wanna banish my Perfume and Serenade Dance, but we can kinda like, you know, see what happens here. I target Cloud Chick here, and yeah, he lets it go after like he's just thinking, and then he just shotgun banishes or tries to banish the Martin with Shark Cannon. I'm like, wait, but you Lancia'd me. So yeah, so now I know that he has Shark Cannon there. Like he never at all searched it, so like now I know that that's Shark Cannon. Anyways, and I go Darumidal, and I go Martin to target Tiger. And he goes, there can be only one in response to the Martin. Alright, so I go Darumidal to target the Tanky, and there can be only one. Like, I like to save, you know, I like to be able to try and play through the things like Shark Cannons and Widow Anchors. Like, there's point disruptions, you know, you can play past, but the floodgates really hurt. So I want to save things like, you know, Darumidal and like Phoenix and Tornado Dragon for the floodgates specifically if I can. So yeah, on my next Cyber activation, he activates there can be only one again, so that's rough. I just passed because the Shizuku is reducing my Darumidal. Like by just a little bit. I think they're both on 15 because he gains 100 from his own effects because he counts himself, but Shizuku is making them lose 100, so I didn't feel like giving him another Ray, which, you know, wouldn't have been good for me. So clarifying attack points, and then he crashes. He does it on his turn anyway, but, you know, it's better that I just don't give him the extra free engage on my end phase, and then just allow him to snowball out of control. So he goes Hayate, send another Area 0. He goes Shark Cannon, targeting the Martin, and then he goes engage to search an Eagle Booster. And I think he feels safe as far as just, you know, not dying through there can be only one, but because I'm not under Lancia, I pretty much have like the ability to do, you know, what I need to do. So I use Tiger's effect to summon Collider Chick. I don't use Collider Chick yet. No, I think I should have there, but that's fine. I go Phoenix, and I pitch the Serenade Dance to target the there can be only one. I scale Servant. And then, like, here I'm trying to figure out how I can game him, even though I know he has Eagle Booster. But yeah, so I use Martin, and then I use Tiger to bring back the Kaleido Chick. Oh yeah, I already had another Martin in grave, and I believe I had Emerald Bird here. That's why I didn't use it. Yeah. Alright, never mind. I was fine there. Alright, but yeah, I go and make Appaloosa, because I think I do the math, and I can't game him with Eagle Booster. It's very hard to game Striker under Eagle Booster if you're not playing Leo Dancer. Even if you are playing Leo Dancer, it's like a lot harder than you might think. But yeah, like you need to invest a lot of resources. You can tell how tired I am. I'm not making any sense. So I bring back the Zephyros, and I bring back the Emerald Bird. And then I attack into Hayate. He uses the Eagle Booster, and then that's about it there. I do Pendulum Summon in main phase 2 for the Time Gazer, and I bring out the big Endymion, and I make a Curious with the 3 different monsters. I want to keep this Collectric in hand so that I can set Imperial Order. So I do that, I make Griffin, I pitch the Collider Chick, and then I set Imperial Order, draw 1. I draw a Tiger, which is pretty good. And then I bring back the Emerald Bird, because I believe both of my Martins are banished, yeah. One was Strike Cannon, the other was banished by its own effect. So I use Emerald Bird that dies in the end phase to Tiger to bring back a Martin, which is a cool thing that you can do. So at this point, we basically win because he can't out Imperial Order. And then, just a minor note, like, I didn't really touch on it. I'm not going to harp on it too much, but this guy, like, really was bad about sharking me and very minor details. And, like, he went to attack, and then he went back to main phase 1, and he's like, no, I'm not attacking. And I'm like, no, you've been sharking me the entire time. So, yeah. If people are going to be rude like that, then I'm not going to, I'm not going to be the nice guy. Like, I'll be nice to the people who are nice. But if somebody's actually going to try and shark for me placing a counter on Tiger to signify its effect, you'll notice that, like, he pointed over it last turn when it did that. Yeah, it's a bad time. So but anyways, yeah, I just go Cerberus because I want to clear my stuff, and I want to ensure that I have game through possibly another Eagle booster. I don't remember what he set because, Dueling Book replays are fun. But I just want to make sure I Boar Sword, and Appaloosa negates activation, so it can negate Ray, even though it's damage step, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, like, at this point, I'm not really threatened by anything. Like, the only thing would have been there can be only one, and, like, I could theoretically negate that with Big Endymion too. Or I would have, like, maybe let it go. Yeah, he has another Eagle booster. Yeah, so I Imperial Order the Eagle booster because, that's going to stop me from gaming him. I use Appaloosa to negate the Ray, like I said, and that's game. Alright, so that is game 2, and now we're game 3, and he makes me go first, which, for Striker, I don't really side too much. Like, you don't have to side a whole lot, but I did side the Pankratops here, so a little unfortunate, but, not the end of the world. Yeah, so I go Emerald Bird, pitch Martin again to search the Serenade Dance, and I draw another Dark Worm, so not the greatest of starts, but it's alright. So I go, Nyarla, and I pitch the Dark Worm, and I pitch a Serenade Dance at the same time off Nyarla's first effect, because I'm like, there's no other way I'm really going to get Serenade in Gray, because I wasn't playing Barricade Board Blocker in this build yet, so I need to do, like, all right now. So I use Nyarla's second effect, so I can use Emerald Bird's effects to bring back the Martin, and then go into Azathoth. Again, Dueling Book is, like, kind of weird when it comes to Azathoth, so I have to do it that way. We go into a Beat Cup, and then I use Martin to bring back Tiger, and then I use Tiger to bring back Emerald Bird, and then I make 4 Strix, I believe, and 4 Strix goes ahead and grabs the Zephyros, and which I'll pitch off the Serenade Dance. This, I feel, is pretty staple here, as far as, like, pretty standard, I should say. So yeah, I believe I make it Curious, and then, like, I contemplated what I want to do because I hope to mill an extender here. I don't fortunately get it. So what I have to do is, like, I have to go Zephyros, and then, like, just be very suboptimal with where I place my Griffin. I just put it in the extra monster zone above the Zephyros. That way it's, like, still linked, but, like, it's, like, really awkwardly placed. You never see Griffin up here. Like, if Griffin's up there, that means you just didn't have a great hand, but which I didn't. I dead drew a second Dark Worm, and, like, I had so many normal summons, and I had a Pankratops. I thought maybe he would make me go second, but so he goes jamming, chain Imperial Order, he chains Cosmic, and I'm like, that's fine. Again, I'm not really too perturbed by anything, and he always evenly too, so I'm like, alright, I'll just keep my Tiger. And then he sets 1 and passes, so I'm like, alright, that's okay with me. So because of how, like, this deck operates, you have so much follow-up. And the cool thing is I had double Dark Worm engraved because of the one that I pitched off Nyarla and the other I pitched off of the Griffin. So he uses one of the Dark Worms, and then he goes and shorthands it instead of shorthanding my Lunalight cards, which, like, I'm okay with, honestly. I use Tiger to bring back the Collider Chick. Servant's at 1 counter, actually. I think I missed that. I hope it doesn't matter. Ooh, I missed the counter off the oh, that's awkward. I missed the counter off the Shark Cannon. Hopefully that doesn't end up actually mattering. Oh wait, no, it doesn't actually end up mattering. So I do a play here, like, to use Summon Dweller. Like, it's not the greatest, but, like, it'll allow me to, like, stop him from using area to try and get Ray. And, like, I can't kill him in any way. So what I do is, like, leave Emerald Bird so I can, like, let it die and then bring back like something to like block more. I used Dweller just in case. He afterburners me and then he kills my servant. So I guess it didn't end up mattering, but yeah. And he sets another card. I'm not doing a good job looking at the cards before he actually ends up setting them. But he sets Call by the Grave. Okay, so that is actually a relevant card. Not a super big deal, but it is there. So yeah, he allows me to bring back Emerald Bird, and then I target a Tiger, and then I use Martin affecting Grave, and he Call by the Graves it. So at this point, I use the Perfume to pitch the Pankratops that's been sitting in my hand. Like obviously it's bricked, and then I get a Tiger. I do normal summon this Tiger. I normal summon this Tiger, and then I go and make an Electromite. And I send, I think, if I remember, it could be a Gate 0 here? No, it was a Chronograph. Okay. So I target Tiger, and I add their Tiger back. I guess this didn't matter. What I could have done maybe there was like Electromite pop Emerald Bird to add like a Gate 0 so I can Pendulum summon a bunch. Like, cause then I would have Pendulum summoned like 2 Tigers and maybe a Servant as well. Or what I could have done actually was like not do that and like go Electromite pop Emerald Bird to add back the Servant, and then like maybe have ways to enable Servant later on, and then like still have the ability to Pendulum summon. I draw another Pankratops, so it's like whatever. But yeah, at this point I don't even have to flex more. I just have a Boar Sword and that's game. So yeah, not a very convincing win. My hands were not like the most promising those games, but I do think that like it's a good showcase that if you're against like a deck that is slower and you can, you know, play those matchups, then you can like open not the most optimally and still do pretty well. It is a problem if you open that against, again, like something like Salamangreat. So that's like an issue with this deck that I can occasionally brick. It is pretty consistent overall, and like these games don't really do a good job demonstrating that because I never really got to fully pop off this game or this series. But there are a lot of games where I do end up popping off with the deck, and you guys will see that later on in the Road to 1000 DuelingBook rating series. But yeah, just general thoughts. I think the deck is explosive and it still grinds very well because of the Lunalight cards. And the striker matchup has just always been favorable for Lunalights. Like even a pure Lunalight build, or you know, the Rusty build that I played back in January and stuff, like this has always been probably one of the best matchups for this deck. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video though. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like as well as any thoughts or feedback in the comment section down below. Feel free to hit the subscribe button if you want to see more informative and competitive in-depth Yu-Gi-Oh content. If you want to, you can follow me on Discord, Twitter, or Twitch. All 3 links are going to be in the description as always. And once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I will catch you in the next video. See you guys!